Hi, welcome back to my channel. It has been forever since I've done a video for my channel, but I've missed doing book videos so much, and so I thought I would just hop back in and I'm going to just start a little weekend vlog. Normally I don't get a lot read on the weekends because it is just so family oriented. My husband is off of work and we just kind of have a lot to do, versus whether it's chores, errands, or whatnot. So I really don't get a lot done on the weekends, but I am going to try to read as much as I can and just update you and bring you along for the weekend. I have been loving watching everybody else's vlogs, reading vlogs, and so I'm like, this will be a great little chance to just kind of hop back into video making and just sharing, you know, what I'm reading with you guys. So anyway, today's Friday, so I am currently reading two books. I have an audiobook and an ebook. My audiobook is The 7-10 Split by Carmen Lee. This is a sapphic romance between our two female main characters. Let me see if I can remember their names. Grace and I don't remember the other. I'm super bad at remembering characters' names. But I have read the third book in the series. This was a series of a group of sisters, and they're all sapphic romances, and I really loved the one that I read a few months ago. So I'm starting to read the first book in the series, which is The 7-10 Split. And this follows one of the sisters, Aaliyah, I think it's maybe her name, I can't remember. Anyway, she is a school teacher, and they're just starting the school year back off, and in comes a new teacher, and it is somebody she went to high school with, and it's Grace, and she's like the new science teacher, but we don't really know why they ended things kind of badly. All we know is like there is animosity between them, and they don't really get along that well. They were both on a bowling team back in high school, and now they are trying to start a bowling team back with their school now that they work at, and they used to be rivals, so I think maybe something happened with that. I'm not loving this one as much as I did the other book in the series that I read. Their animosity towards each other just seems really trivial right now. Sometimes it even seems a little childish, because it just feels like, oh, you beat me and now I'm just going to be mad at you, because one of the girls, Grace, she ended up beating the other one when they were rivals in high school on the bowling teams. And I don't know, it just seems like right now their hold up about each other is pretty childish. So I don't know, we'll see. I think maybe there's something we don't know yet. That's why there is so much animosity between them. So I'm going to keep listening. It's kind of a short audiobook. It's like 7 hours, and I usually read 2 times speed. Sometimes I've been doing 2.5. I think that's what I'm doing right now, 2.5. And then sometimes I'll do 3 if I'm really trying to like get through it. I don't know how far I am in the book, but I started it yesterday. So. And then the ebook I'm reading is Edge Jump by A.A. Fairview. This is an romance between an ice skater and a hockey coach, and it is age gap, and it's a Minotaur hockey coach. It's going good. They met through like a hookup app, and then they realized that he is actually the new coach of the hockey team, and the ice skater, I don't remember their names off the top of my head. The ice skater, he's roommates with one of the hockey players, and so they feel like this isn't, and he's in college also, so they don't feel like they can hook up anymore or continue that situation, and so they decide to call it quits, but they still, you know, are very longing for each other, so which they are starting up something again. And I think it's really cute. Anyway, I'm having fun with that one, and I'm hoping to get finished with both of them today, hopefully. I'm going to try to get through as much of the audiobook as I can. And then when I lay my baby down for his nap, is usually when I read in my ebook. So and it's fairly short, so I'm pretty sure I can get both of them done today. My audiobook I usually listen to while I'm doing dishes and things like that. So anyway, I just wanted to hop on here real quick and let you know that I'm starting this weekend blog and let you know what I'm reading. Okay, I know this isn't book related, but I have to show you something that I've been working on. I actually started it maybe 3 or 4 years ago. This is a blanket someone requested me to make for them, and I started making it, and I put it away for like a couple of years because for one thing, I was pregnant and had a baby in that time. And then another thing is I was just simply tired of working on it. It's a pretty big project. I crochet, and my sister asked me to make a blanket for her bed, and it's daisy granny squares, and I had to make a lot of them. I made 144 actually, and I actually made the squares a bit bigger than the pattern said because I knew I was going to be making hundreds of these tiny little squares if I had stuck with the original pattern. So anyway, this is what I have so far. I have this huge monstrous blanket. I can't even fit it in the, it's queen sized. So here's like a close up. She wanted these colors. This is what I'm currently doing now, is I'm weaving in all the ends. And of course there's tons of ends when you're dealing with colors like these, because I had to make the little center and the daisy, and then 3 rounds for each of the squares. So then I had to attach all the squares, and then now on the back of it you see all these tiny little ends that I'm having to weave into it. You can't just cut these off. And I am currently weaving in the ends, and then I still have to do a border. So hopefully tomorrow or Sunday I need to go back to the yarn store and get me some more yarn, because I have gone through so many skeins of this. It's burnt pumpkin, and I've gone through so many skeins of this, but I think I only need one more skein to do the border on this blanket. This was definitely a big project, something I never want to do again. I mean, if somebody I really liked and loved asked me to make them a blanket, I would do it. But this is definitely not my favorite way of making blankets. But this is what I'm working on. I also work on this while I listen to my audiobook. Just weaving in all these ends now, which takes forever. I recently made myself a throw blanket for my couch. My colors in my living room are kind of nautical. So I did one in navy, gray, and white. And I'm going to make another throw blanket for my couch in like a teal, like a sand color, a khaki color, and white. I just think those look amazing for my color scheme that I have going on in my living room. And then recently my husband had requested to make him a throw blanket for just, you know, being comfy on the couch. And he loves these colors. It's like Rasta Jamaican. So I did black, red, yellow, and green, and he loves it. So anyway, those are the crochet projects I have worked on recently. I am still working on my sister's blanket. Hopefully gonna get that finished this month. And then I want to start on another throw blanket for my living room couch. Good morning, happy Saturday. It is the next day. I wanted to hop on real quick and give you an update. I just made an iced coffee, so it's actually like an iced latte. So I've really been enjoying colder drinks lately now that the weather is hot. I live in Florida, so it's already super hot. Yay me. The summertime is like my least favorite weather-wise. I like some of the activities, like swimming and going to the beach and everything, but I hate the heat. It's so horrible. But anyway, I've been enjoying my iced lattes lately, rather than like hot coffee. So it's always yummy to make one in the morning. But I did finish my ebook last night. It's Edge Jump by A.A. Fairview, and I rated it 4 stars. I thought it was really cute. As I said yesterday, it's age gap between a ice skater. He's going to college and working on his ice skating because he's trying to get into the Olympics, so he's like super busy. And then he hooks up with the hockey coach because his roommate is a hockey player, and so he's pretty, and plus he skates in the rink, so he's pretty closely, around all the hockey players and the coach. And the hockey coach is a Minotaur, and they kind of like just started a hookup situation and was not telling anybody about it. And they it just kind of follows them through that. So like at the beginning, it just is a hookup until they start, falling for each other and having feelings, and what they're going to do about that, because they're keeping it a secret, and even they're keeping it from their closest friends. And there's a little bit of fallout from that. But I thought it was a really solid romance. Not a 5-star, but a solid 4-star. I enjoyed it. I love this is the second A.A. Fairview book I've read, and I really like it. So I already downloaded the next ebook I'm going to start. I will start it sometime today, and I'm going to read To Catch a Firefly by Emmy Sanders. I think from what I remember reading the synopsis is that these two men used to be childhood best friends, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know if it's a second chance. I really don't know anything about it. But I know it's highly recommended, and I wanted to read it. I'm still working on my audiobook, The 7-10 Split by Carmen Lee. I didn't get it finished yesterday because things were happening, and I wasn't able to listen to my audiobook for as much as I had planned. So I'm going to try to listen to my audiobook in a few minutes. I'm going to sit down and work on my crochet blanket, drink my iced latte, and listen to my audiobook, and then I'll let you know how it's going. Hi, I totally forgot to take you with me today. I went out and did some errands. There was a few places I wanted to go today. It's Saturday, and I completely forgot to show you any of it. I'm so out of the, I'm out of practice doing these vlogs, so I'm really sorry. But I did want to show you, I have been looking for this book, on all of my library services, on Hoopla and Libby and everything, and they did not have it. So I actually found this today in Goodwill. So it was $2.99. I'm like, I can't pass that up because I have been wanting to read this book. I actually wanted it on my TBR for this month, but it wasn't in any of my services. I was really excited to find this. Hopefully I can get to it this month. I really don't read a lot of physical books because a lot of the time when I'm reading at night, and I guess I need to invest in a book light. But anyway, I'm really excited that I found this, and then I had to stop by and get some yarn. Hopefully this will be the last skein that I buy for this blanket for my sister. So sometime this week I'm going to start on the border. Hopefully it doesn't take any more of this, so hopefully. And then I also almost forgot, I stopped by Ross, so I got the white chocolate mocha and the raspberry. If you mix these two together, it makes a white chocolate raspberry flavor, and it is delicious. 7 Brew, this is my favorite coffee from 7 Brew, is their white chocolate raspberry truffle, and when you put these two together, it tastes a lot like that. So I ran out, and I'm so glad that I now have some more. So that was some of my errands that I ran today. So I did start my new ebook today, and I am loving it. I haven't really had much time to read, but I'm already like 20% into it because before I left to go run into town today, I had to lay my baby down for a nap. So I read while he napped, and I am loving it. Good morning, it is Sunday morning. If you can hear the lawnmower, my husband is cutting our grass, so just ignore that. But I wanted to hop on real quick and let you guys know about my reading update. I have not started another audiobook. I'm just still reading, what's it called? To Catch a Firefly by Emmy Sanders. I started this yesterday, and I was trying to tell you guys about it last night, but I got interrupted and I never got the update done. But I am loving it. It is exactly what I needed. I was super bored with my audiobook. I didn't connect with the characters at all. I don't know if I ever gave you a final update about my audiobook. It was The 7-10 Split by Carmen Lee, and I gave it 3 stars. I felt like the characters were so immature. Their conflict was just very childish. I didn't connect with the characters at all, and I was just really bored with it. So it just was an okay book. I do want to read the middle book in the series because I've already read the last book in the series. So I will get to that one at some point. But I did start an ebook yesterday, and it's To Catch a Firefly by Emmy Sanders, and it is also an MM romance. And it follows 2 heroes, and the book starts when they are children. They meet when they're children, and we are following Ellis and Lucky. Those are the 2 guys' names, and I think it begins when they're like 9 or 10, and so we really get like that backstory, and they are like their person. There is so much yearning and pining in this book, and it is exactly what I needed. I've been feeling really slumpy lately with my reading, and I was thinking maybe it's contemporary. Maybe I'm just not in the contemporary mood. But this is contemporary, and it's just hitting all the boxes. It is everything that I've been needing and wanting to read. So they meet, of course, when they're in their childhood, and they become childhood best friends, and they grow up together, and they are just each person's, they're each other's world basically. But Lucky is the more adventurous one. Ellis stays home for reasons due to his mother has an ailment, and so Lucky leaves, and they're having to navigate that, where Lucky travels the world and Ellis stays home, but they are still like drawn to each other because they're soulmates. Like, they are for each other. And now it's gotten to the part where they both admitted feelings for each other. They both kept feelings hidden from one another for so long because they both thought that the other one didn't think that they were into each other. So anyway, so good. I'm so loving this. I think I'm 60 or 70% through it, which is pretty fast for me because I don't do a whole lot of like sitting down reading. But if I get sucked into something, like last night I stayed up really late reading because it was just so good. I'm so loving this book, and I'll be kind of sad when it's over, to be honest. Good morning. It is Monday morning, and I'm going to finish up this weekend reading vlog since I'm just doing it over the weekend. And I have a reading update for you guys. I did finish To Catch a Firefly by Emily Sanders yesterday, and it was so good. I definitely rated it 5 stars. Definitely one that I just needed to read. Our two main characters, who are Ellis and Lucky, fall for each other like when they're children. They fall in love because they are just each other's person in the world. They are each other's soulmate, their anchor and everything, and it was just everything I needed. I loved reading their story, how even when they are together or go away, that they're just drawn to each other. And I love that pining and longing for each other, and knowing that it doesn't matter, like nobody else matters except for that person. And it just was wonderful. I truly enjoyed reading that. Now I want something like that again. I haven't started reading anything else yet. I want more of that. So anyway, I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that I did finish that. I did read 3 books for this vlog, so over the weekend, I think that was pretty good. So let me know if you have any book recommendations for me to read. And thanks for watching. I'm hoping to make more videos for my channel, so if you're not subscribed, please do. I really have missed doing this, and I can't wait to be back. So I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.